So today I want to go over the One Piece Bouncer survey and share my thoughts in this video with you guys and answer all the questions. And if you want to do this yourself, I'll leave a link to it in the description. But I do want to say, please take the time out of your day to answer these questions and share your thoughts, because this is probably the one time Bandai is going to listen and actually take our opinions into account. So I think it's very important, so let's do this. The first question asks us, how much do we spend on average on mobile games, not just Bounty Rush? And for those that don't know, I do play a lot of other gacha games, and I am free to play pretty much in every single one of them, but I do spend money on Bounty Rush. Part of it is because I do YouTube. Now, I usually spend about $100 a month. Yes, hurts to say, because I know $100 a month is disgusting. This month, I spent 50 because, it's the anniversary and I didn't buy anything, but $50 a month is still a lot. $100 a month is a lot of money, guys, but for me, it ends up working out because usually YouTube covers my costs. So I usually end up spending between $90 to $105, and I usually make that much from YouTube. So like this month where I only spent 50, I actually do make like a nice $50 profit, a bit more than that, which is fantastic. But usually I, pretty much just cover my costs. But a lot of people do not make YouTube videos. So guys, please try to spend as little as possible, especially if you have no way of making any of this back. And other YouTubers, maybe they make some of this back, but I know they spend like in this range. I do hope that they make their money back. So we're gonna move on from that sensitive topic here, and we're gonna talk about how do I experience One Piece, right? I do watch the anime. I watch some of the movies, but I do plan on watching them. I read the manga on the app. Yep. And I do not buy figurines. One day I might buy a Robin figurine. I do play the smartphone games, right? I played Treasure Cruise, I played Thousand Storms, I even played Bon Bon Journey. I actually had fun with that game for some reason, but I do not play the console games. I don't think they're fun. I don't participate in events. I don't follow any of this. I do follow their YouTube, so I guess we'll do that. I don't know what other would stand for, so let's move on to question 5. Which of the following One Piece games have you played? One Piece Treasure Cruise. Yeah, I used to play the game, but I almost never play. Yeah, so let's put it here. So yeah, Thousand Storm. Yeah, I don't play anymore. One Piece Bon Bon Journey. I don't play anymore. All the PC games. Yeah. Yeah, I know of the game, but I've never played it. Pirate Warriors. I did play one of them for like 30 minutes and fell asleep playing it. I've never heard of this game. One Piece Burning Blood, I didn't buy it. World Seeker, didn't buy it. And yeah, so Bounty Rush, I guess, doesn't exist. Whoa, which one did I not answer? Oh, other One Piece console. Oh, okay, I don't know if this okay. For those who have seen the One Piece anime, what do you use to watch? I use Crunchyroll. I do have Netflix, but I don't watch One Piece on Netflix. So it's a bit laggy. If you cooperated, tell us your favorite One Piece characters. Ooh. Okay, so I know Robin's definitely my favorite. I don't know who my second favorite would be. That's a tough question, guys. I'll be back. After looking around, I found the most recent character popularity poll for One Piece in general, and of course, some characters I love. We have Kuma, we have Vista, we have Jozu, we have, of course, my second favorite, Straw Hat, the Going Merry, we have Monkey D. Dragon, we have Monkey D. Garp, we have Kuzan. So many characters in general that I like, but at the end of the day, there were some that stood out too much. Edward Newgate of the past, of course, Roger, Kid, Marco, Corazon, and Shanks. So they fought for the 2 spots, and the characters I chose after, of course, Robin is number 1. Number 2 is Whitebeard pre-time skip, right? Post or the flashback Whitebeard is cool. I love him, but War Whitebeard. And then of course Rugia, man. Roger, since his appearance, he's so much greater than life. I don't know how to explain it, but characters like that I love. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna put Whitebeard, and then Roger. course, Corazon, Marco, and stuff like that I love, but I think these have to be my top three for now. Going Mary is close, but I'm sure. Okay, I guess we have to check these. But yeah, okay. Streaming websites I use, right? I use YouTube. I don't Twitter. I don't Facebook. I do have an Instagram, but I don't use it. I don't TikTok. I don't have Narrative, but I've heard of it. Twitch, of course, I do, and Discord, I do. Reddit, not really. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I use. And tell us your favorite video game streamers. All right, so I was a bit confused because I saw some community posts from other One Piece Bounty Rush YouTubers asking their viewers to like put their names here. So I assumed this was just for Bounty Rush, but it's not. However, in the spirit of supporting other Bounty Rush YouTubers, I will put 3 Bounty Rush YouTubers here and then talk about other channels that I truly think deserve it. But of course, Nico-chan is my number 3. I think her videos are fantastic and they're very helpful and they're very unique. And, global viewers should check her out for sure. Swarly, of course, I love him. Number 2 favorite streamer. I just enjoy his commentary and his gameplay is always top tier. So, shout out to Swarly. Love the guy. Love his videos. And number 1 would be Paradox OP. I think he's my favorite YouTuber at the moment. He kind of been for a while, but I just enjoy the way this guy commentates and stuff. And he got lucky for Luffy finally, so getting him eventually. I don't know if it's lucky, but he eventually got Luffy. So make sure to check him out. Fantastic channel. I love him. And of course, there are other YouTubers I love for Bounty Rush, right? Of course, Shinx. But there are too many for me to mention. I'm subscribed to so many, like you guys could just see here, 182, right? Most of these guys are Bounty Rush, so yeah, just shout out to everyone here, I guess. If you guys want to pause at any moment to see who they are and subscribe to all of them, feel free to do so, right? Of course, that's why I don't watch a lot of people's videos in a row, but yeah, so these are just the One Piece Bounty Rush people for the most part, because yeah, I keep my channels I keep another channel for the actual YouTubers I want to watch that are not gacha game, even gacha game related, for another channel usually, and the normal content would be for another channel. So I like to keep it separated, that way I get recommended the videos I actually want to see on each channel. But yeah, of course, Summoning Salt, the way this guy talks about any game and keeps me interested and keeps me invested in the story of different people in these games, wow. And the effort he puts in, the editing is beautiful. Make sure to check out the Summoning Salt if you ever cared about any world record ever. And even if you don't, and you've played any of these games like Mario Kart, oh my god, check it out, right? Mario Kart Wii stuff is beautiful. Wow, what a guy. Josh Strife Hayes. This guy, I found him through his series of worst MMOs ever. And if you care about MMOs in general, this guy is the guy to go to. Of course, he has beautiful videos on what is the metaverse and NFTs, so he's branching into different stuff now, but in general, beautiful effort into his videos. I love this guy. And of course, Ahoy, he doesn't upload often and it's not always about games anymore, but the amount of effort he goes into researching the history of gaming in general is beautiful, so make sure to check him out. Of course, we have Scott the Woz. If you're into more like Nintendo stuff, this is the guy to go to. He's just hilarious, and the way he talks about the games is just so interesting, and I love him. Of course, we have Skill Up if you care about reviews of new games and you want to know everything about video games every week. Dude, I order food just to watch his This Week in Video Game series every week. I can't wait for them. They're so nice. I love them so much. And I'll watch his reviews from time to time if there's a game I kind of care about. Of course, we have Donkey, the way he reviews games and makes fun of them, but also keeps it hilarious but informative. It's just a beautiful thing, and you should definitely check out Video Game Donkey if you want that laugh. Nakey Jakey is not only about gaming anymore, but his video game stuff is amazing, right? He's iconic for his for sitting on a ball, but yeah, he does amazing stuff. He's been doing it for a while, right? Clothing in video games, dogs in video games, a lot of history of stuff like that, and he just keeps it so interesting, so real. It's beautiful. Of course, if you want something more of a review, but like opinionated based, you have Yako CMN. I don't know how to say his name, but I found him through his videos on gachas, and now he quit gachas. But yeah, amazing channel, the effort he puts in. And if you care about his opinion at all, he's nice. Of course, you have video game essays from White Light and so many other amazing video game essay channels, but White Light's probably my favorite. So yeah, I'm kind of new into this scene though, so I'm not gonna say he's my favorite. But of course, if you want to go game specific, there are so many others for your favorite game, I'm sure, right? Treasure Cruiser Stotsky, For World of Warcraft, I like Taliesin. Of course, I still like Asmongold. I know these two don't like each other, but I still enjoy both their contents. And of course, if you like, for example, the Pokemon trading card game, you have Rare Candy, and their videos are so well edited and stuff. And at the end of the day, there are so many great channels overall, but I will support the Bounty Rush people. And so, yeah, hopefully there's no confusion and they find these channels. Yeah. Okay. How did you first learn about One Piece Bounty Rush? Right, I keep up with pretty much every gacha game, so I know every new gacha release. But yeah, I don't know how I found out about it. It's been so long, right? I found out about Bounty Rush almost 4 years ago now. So yeah, there's definitely this as well. But yeah, I think it's an article. Like I think Kuap, right? The Kuap. Yeah, please tell us why you chose to install One Piece Bounty Rush. You can make multiple selections. Okay, there we go. Well, honestly, I can't tell you why I installed. The only reason I installed Bounty Rush is because it's One Piece. But now, what I like about the game is something else. So, team battle aspect was appealing. I love that a lot. I could control the characters however I wanted. That's amazing. PvP is nice. Team base is nice. It looked fun to play with friends, except you can't play with friends, so it looked fun to play alone. Oh no. I like the 2D illustrations, I do. But back in the day, they weren't as good in my opinion, but they were still nice. I like the 3D models, I do. They're not the best in the world, but they're still very solid. Skills and specials look cool. Yeah, some of them do look amazing. It looked fun to start playing even after release. I started at release. There are lots of good campaigns. Nice. Yeah, they do. There's voice acting, that's nice. But again, not why I played, but this is something I like. This is something I like. I'm sure a lot of streamers don't because, copyright and stuff. But I like that. It's so much better than the normal stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Are they trying to say there's a lot of variety? Because there isn't. There's just multiplayer, which is a good thing for me. But yeah, an online streamer I liked played it. No, it had a good rating. No, a friend family. No, seemed popular. People I know. No, okay, none. Okay, so please tell us the main reason why you chose to install One Piece Bounty Rush. Okay, the main reason. I think it's this. I think it's just the PvP stuff. Like the gameplay itself is the main reason I play the game. Like the way the game works. I don't know. It's the gameplay. If they just had the gameplay option, I guess I'll go with this one. But it's just the gameplay in general. I don't know which one to pick. Please tell us. Ooh, I'm satisfied because overall I love this game and I've been playing it and I really enjoy it still. Right? Of course, this last week I've been addicted to Ultra Impact, My Hero Academia, but I still love the game. I think it's amazing. Of course, the anniversaries always suck and they do stupid shit all the time. But like the gameplay doesn't get boring to me, right? I don't play that much anyways to get bored. So I'm satisfied. I'd say extremely satisfied if they did the anniversary good, but satisfied. Okay. Yeah, so I'll write this and then I'll be back. So I had a video on a survey that came out 6 months ago, and I wanted to see, how I answered this question. And for the most part, there are a lot of things that were improved, right? I said that I love how every character feels unique, which is so true because even characters have the same animation, like Oni Law and Luffy Law, but also like Baby 5 and Queen, right? Even though they have like pretty much the same animation, their skills work so differently. The timing might be a bit different, and more importantly, their traits and the other skill are so different that they play very differently as well. Every character feels unique and different, and they have a lot of traits and skills that are based off how they are in the anime, which is beautiful. And I still think that's the case. I also love the people that play, and I enjoy the game combat and gameplay. Of course, that stays the same. The mini bugs, right? Sometimes they fix, sometimes they don't. But broken characters and unfair games, it's not the biggest problem once you're in SS, right? Of course, it's still a problem if you're still on the weaker side of support. But broken characters is not that big of a deal in my opinion anymore, just because they've done such a good job at keeping Bounty Fest relevant for the most part. But I do want to say that, of course, step-ups need to be improved on, and I think that's very important. They did add the lobby system, which is just beautiful. And you can play now with friends and also have the opponents in the queue, which is just amazing. And some stuff is just insanely pay to win, right? Till now, the anniversary, for example. Boost 3, in my opinion, was a terrible addition just because of the way they did it, right? They did not make it so that only old characters get Boost 3. Everyone gets Boost 3. So what's the point? It just limits how many characters you can use, right? So just I don't like that at all. And the final point I made here was the fact that shards. I wish they gave us more gold frags, and for the anniversary they did, and I hope they keep it up. So I'm gonna write this again, kind of. So I chose to put this as my response. Every character feels unique and fun to play, with abilities and traits that are based on their anime and manga versions. The combat and gameplay feel great despite the many bugs. I love learning about the game and improving as a player. I'd like some more gold frags to make leveling easier, and I think the new player experience needs to be better. Overall, my problems are with the monetization, like this anniversary was a new low, $2,400 for one character, especially since the game generates millions of dollars every month. You'd think that they would be a bit more generous. But hey, that's just me. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much would you recommend One Piece Bounty Rush to a friend? Please make separate selections for a friend who likes One Piece and a friend who doesn't like One Piece. Okay, so to a friend who doesn't know or like One Piece is 0. Never in any world would I, right? If they want a phone game, there are much better experiences. Because of the fact that it's a bit unique, let's give it a 1. Let's give it a 1, because I'm kind that way. To a friend that likes One Piece, because the new player experience is very rough, especially during anniversaries, which is like the best time to hop in, except you're going to be facing every reroller in the world and you don't get any like easy 6-star, like at least a 6-star step up for free. And since we don't get anything like that, it's really rough, right? I do have a friend that started playing the game recently, right? Right before the 3rd anniversary started playing, and he loves the game, right? So I'm so happy for him. But like, I have Treasure Cruise friends that I would like, it's a joke to them, this game. And I struggle to recommend it to anyone, right? I still think there's a lot of fun to be had in the long run. So that's why I'm tempted to give it a 7. But the new player experience is so bad, so I wouldn't want to put anyone through that. I would say a 7 just because if they're able to push through, they'll have a great time, I think. If they're willing to look past all the problems, and even then it's not the best, but yeah, I'll be generous. I'll give it a 7. Actually, let me go back, give it a 6. Just, for the spit in the face they gave us this anniversary. They're asking us to imagine we're talking to a friend that likes One Piece and how, they try to talk to them about the game. And I think I think you'll have fun playing it, but the game is not friendly to new players. You do not even get a free 6-star step-up character for free to start your journey, despite the game being 3 years old, right? I like to use the example of Bleach Brave Souls, how literally every anniversary they give out like a free completely max character without the new stuff. So it's like, come on, Bounty Rush, just, give us at least a 2020 step up 6-star for free. Like, it's not asking for too much, and it will make the new players love your game even more. And if anything, it can show them the potential in having a 6-star, which would make them more likely to spend money, which, is a terrible thing, but good thing for Bandai. So, I don't see why they don't do that. I just don't. It makes this game hard to recommend. But if you save up and get lucky, you can summon for a Bounty Fest character you like for some 50 gems, and maybe get a dupe along the way, and with time you can increase their level cap very slowly, right? Unless you buy the $5 a month pack, right? So there's a problem and then they sell you the solution, right? Very gacha-like. And with patience or luck, you can love the game, but it's not for everyone, right? Especially being a gacha game, you have to keep that in mind, right? You want to keep people away from gachas, not bring them in. And if you're not a One Piece fan, I'll just say don't bother. Alright, so let's see. Please tell us what aspects about One Piece Bounty Rush you find appealing in as much detail as possible. I guess we had to write another thing to say what we like, and I talked about how I like the gameplay, right? There's a lot of room for improvement, and so there is much to learn, from understanding your role to paying attention to the minimap, to understanding matchups, and much, much more, right? There's so much complexity here, and that means if you invest time, you're sure to become better. And improving in games like this is a great feeling for someone like me, right? When I learn a new thing in Overwatch and become better for it, I love it even more. So it's the same thing like this. I'm sure if you play League of Legends or any PvP game like Call of Duty, Valorant, you feel the same way. I also think boss battles are cool, and the 3D models are great and make the game more appealing to me with nicely animated skills. I think, it's not, the most beautiful 3D models ever, but it's very nice, right? I remember till now, the NL, right? Eneru, looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Did you watch the Bounty Rush stream? I watched it live and afterwards, and I talked about it on my channel, Forgiven Relief. Yeah. If you watched the Bounty Rush third live stream, did you find yourself looking forward to playing Bounty Rush? Yeah, a lot more. I don't know. I'll just link them my video, I guess. What do I want to talk about here? That's it for why I like this. And did you watch the? Yeah, this was cool. I watched it live again, and I talked about it on my channel again, recapping the whole stream. A bit more, I'd say, after this one. So yeah, we love the gifts. We love the gifts here at forgivenrelief.com. Yeah, that's not actual website. Did I see this? Obviously not. But I saw about it on Discord. Someone sent it to me. It was 7 days. So 7 days is the one who showed me this, which I think is pretty cool. All right, so we would appreciate if you could cooperate to us. Okay, your gender. I don't know. I don't know. Please tell us your age. 20 to 24. Oh no. We're getting old, boys. We're getting old. University student, and I do not work. Yeah, I don't check it every day, but yeah. The space. Ooh. Alright, so this is the question, boys. This is the question. To end it off, I decided that these are the points I want to make. I still have to collaborate with Certainty or Lee. It's been so long. Oh my god, I feel so bad, but I still want to do the collab with him about 5 things I want to change in Bounty Rush on my channel and his channel. But this is a summary of that. So more ways to increase level cap of characters, right? Maybe ×2 special training events and more event exchanges with Bounty Fest frags. I think this will be such a benefit to free-to-play players and the whole player base in general that, you know, it should be nice, right? ×2 special training is not the biggest thing ever. It's not the biggest deal. I think they can do it sometimes. It would be cool to see. Also, increase free-to-play ways to get gold fragments. I think more of these would be very, very nice for free-to-play players. Pay-to-win players already can access many deals with golden fragments, and more free-to-play ways would just benefit everyone, I think. I think the game is generous with diamonds. Absolutely, they're very generous, especially the anniversary, my god. But I hope they do not keep increasing the price of characters, and right, they did that with step-ups, they're doing it with EXs. I hope they stop, right? I don't see this as a good thing. Like, hey, we're giving you more diamonds, but we'll make everything more expensive. Luckily, Bounty Fest seemed to be a consistent 750, and I hope they don't change it after the anniversary. I also hope that future additions to the game keep competitive integrity in mind as much as possible for a gacha game, right? I understand it's a gacha game. There's going to be pay-to-win mechanics, right? I signed up for a gacha game when I played this game, so I know what I'm getting myself into with some pay-to-win stuff, but it'd be cool if future additions make it more fair, more balanced, I guess. Right, better matchmaking and stuff like that would be fantastic. I also hope to see more commitment to fixing bugs and more communication with the player base for their future plans. I think overall, I think this is nice. I don't think it's asking too much from the game. And these were my thoughts on One Piece Bounty Rush. Of course, I will be making videos on the future about other things that I want to discuss maybe in more detail, but this was a general overlook. And of course, make sure if you guys want to do it yourselves to check the description and find it for yourself. Now, I want to end this off with a cool feature I think Bounty Rush could have, which is costumes. Now, what better way to explain it than to just watch a clip from Naked Jakey explaining clothing in video games?
Is a very powerful thing. It can make an experience with a video game feel much more personal.
Right? So, what I'd like to see in Bounty Rush would be a way to, maybe if you end up top 500 for like 6 seasons, right? It's something that you can work towards in the long run. You can get a costume for a character. So, for example, with Robin, you can maybe alternate her costume from black to red or something. Just a way to distinguish yourself from everyone playing that character. I think that would be cool, right? I don't want it to be too complicated. Like, I don't want the costume to be varied a lot. Maybe even not even a color change. Maybe a small thing. Like, I don't know, change their shoes to gold. Something to distinguish ourselves, I think would be very, very, very nice. And I've talked about it, years ago. And here's something cool that Naked Jakey will do. or discuss.
You know, maybe I don't identify as default outfit Nico as much as black jacket featuring glasses Nico. Maybe red Ken doesn't speak to me as much as purple Ken. Maybe I don't want to wear any clothes at all. Games like...
Okay, so, right, with these games, right, they're more immersive games. Of course, they're not PvP games, but even in PvP games, right, they speak to us, right? In Overwatch, right, you can have different skins, and I think that would be really cool. As long as it doesn't take too much from their development time, I think this would be a fantastic feature. Of course, if it's not paid or locked behind a paywall or something like that. But yeah, these are my final thoughts, guys. Make sure you check out, all the channels I checked out if you guys want to check them out. And of course, the Bounty Rush YouTubers, there are so many great ones, right? Soul, Mamba, Dryjin, Big Boy. There's so many cool channels I didn't even get to talk about, and one day I'd like to make a video shouting out all these great people. But yeah, until then, hope you enjoyed. Peace.